Hope everybody having a cool day, cool afternoon, cool evening, and cool night. Let's get this shit on and popping.
From the projects to the stage, I made it through my days. Now I'm rolling up a chain, smoking weed, getting blazed, putting clothes in my suitcase, brought they head to the UK. I was surviving. Now I'm thriving. Baby girl about to get naughty, that's her assignment. Want you to be my girl, I'm Frankie Lyman. Let's create the planetary alignment. You know how to love me, feel this hype. We and you together brighter than diamonds. We not complying, so baby, you do the driving.
Salute. For sure, that's what's up.
Hurricane 313.
I can't wait to hear what you send me, bro. That's gonna be the shit.
Hurricane 313.
Living legend on the microphone. Shout out to the people in every time zone. Middle finger to haters, y'all niggas minds gone. I guess y'all haters mad because my mind's strong. I walked through the fire, I kept my grind on. In the midst of the darkness, I kept my shine on. In the midst of addiction, I couldn't find home. Put that bottle down and got my rhyme on. My quick fix to rip shit, linguistics, intricate kicks, wicked. I'm so ballistic. Spit fast and I spit quick. You listen, Mr. Listen, or blink, you might just miss it. This with shattered fates like dinner plates. Chillin' in the UK, I'm having dinner dates. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm finna stay. Killing every hate, they ain't in my way.
Salute, big dog. I'm feeling your dream. What up?
School, hurricane coming through with these cold moves. Spitting this new shit, you haters old news. Put the gas in the hospital, yelling whole blue. I had to burst through. All the bitches that play me, that fucking hurts too. She lucky because the old me would've burnt you.
Ah, damn. This shit glitching hard. Fuck. I can't have no good motherfucking day. Jesus freaking Christ. Now, did it glitch through the whole song? Or just when it got to the last verse? Because my second phone acting up, I can't see, what's going on until my phone start acting right on my second phone. Just half of it. Yeah, that's some bullshit. Man, hashtag fuck YouTube already. Now we gonna start this fucking song over from the beginning. Fuck it. I hate YouTube. Fuck YouTube. Fuck YouTube.
Hurricane 313.
Detroit rhythm. I made it through my dark days. Now I'm rolling up a chain. Smoking weed, getting blazed. Putting clothes in my suitcase. Brought they head to the UK. I was surviving, now I'm thriving. Baby girl about to get naughty, that's her assignment. Want you to be my girl, I'm Frank Lyman. Let's create the planetary alignment. You know how to love me, feel this hymen. Me and you together brighter than diamonds. We are Bonnie and Clyde, there's no denying. Government run up, we not complying. Viva la revolution, we are surviving. We gotta get away, so baby, you do the driving.
Hurricane 313. Hurricane 313.
Living legend on the microphone. Shout out to the people in every time zone. Middle finger to haters, y'all niggas minds gone. I guess y'all haters mad because my mind's strong. I walked through the fire, I kept my grind on. In the midst of the darkness, I kept my shine on. In the midst of addiction, I couldn't find home. Put that bottle down and got my rhyme on. Quick fix to rip shit, linguistics, intricate kicks, wicked, I'm so ballistic. Spit fast and I spit quick, you listen, Mr. Listen or blink, you might just miss it. This was shattered like dinner plates. Chillin' in the UK, I'm having dinner dates. I ain't going nowhere, girl, I'm finna stay. Killing every hater standing in my way.
Hurricane 313. Hurricane 313.
So cool in this old school. Hurricane coming through with these cold moves. Spitting this new shit, you haters old news. Put the gas in the hospital, yelling whole blue. Understand I'm the best, you got a coke, dude. Should've seen all the mountains I had to burst through. All the bitches that played me, that fucking hurts too. She lucky cause the old me would've murked you. In a whole new mind frame, my rhyme game make the time change, avoided all of the mind games. Now my flows give you migraines, these high flames, all you rappers lame, you scared to step up in my lane. Style master, coming to blast faster, lyrical spellcaster, supernatural disaster, metaphysical flows, putting holes to souls, and all you haters is getting exposed, and you will explode. Sick flows, beats slicker than Christo, call my bitch lady, you know this is a hit, ho. I should just stop and flip bows and get goons, kick in the gold, make everybody just live so out of control. Whoa, Detroit the rhythm, the cataclysm is so cold. Oh, soul, spitting lyrical soul flow. Had to look within to make my soul glow.
All right. Let's get off into this news, man, before this motherfucking shit keep fucking up. It's like on some real shit. Hayden Panettiere. I think that's her name.
Learning new details in the shocking death of star actress Hayden Panettiere.
The cardiac arrest of the while 7-year-old Richard.
Audio captures first responders rushing to the apartment complex where the 36-year-old was found unresponsive Sunday.
CPR is in progress.
And there were a bunch of people in the halls, frantic, and I had heard something about a collapse.
On Monday, the coroner's office completed an autopsy saying the pending, but no signs were discovered that would have contributed to the death. The police department says their preliminary investigation did not produce evidence of foul play or suspicious circumstance. Fans and neighbors gathering near the apartment where Hayden was staying, a growing memorial honoring the late actress. Panettiere leaves behind her 11-year-old daughter Kaya. In her memoir, she was open about her struggles with severe postpartum depression and addiction, talking to our Stephanie Ramos in May.
What kind of addiction? It gotta be prescription drugs. It gotta be prescription. You gotta find out what was the addiction in her book.
Just started kind of spilling out of me these stories naturally as I went through this, and I realized how many people needed to hear it.
Now an outpouring of tributes in Hollywood, her Scream 4 co-star Neve Campbell saying, "I found Hayden to be really kind and funny and brought a magnetic energy to set. She was a true talent, which shows in the decades she worked in such a short life." And Nashville co-star Connie Britton writing, "This was Hayden, bursting with brilliance, shining so bright. I have no words for this sad song, just heartbreak. I love you, girl. Sleep easy now." We also received a statement from Hayden's personal representative and her friend Casey, who said Hayden was the fiercest warrior I've ever known, and we are united in celebrating her incredible kindness, her strength, and the beautiful person she was.
Hayden starred in Remember the Titans, Bring It On, Scream, and Heroes. She spoke out against racism and police brutality. Then just 3 months after releasing a revealing memoir about her life in Hollywood, she was found dead at 36 in Greenville, South Carolina. Make that make sense. And in the words of Johnny Taylor, everything's out in the open. There is nothing left to hide. I keep
predicaments that I realized, like my perspective completely shifted, and I realized that I was in danger. But by the time I'd realized I was in danger, I was quite literally out to sea. And it was that moment shook me and was shocking. And I was quite literally walked down, and I had been having a great time. There was no hints of anything like that happening. So it took me, I was shocked, it took me by surprise.
But she stood on business. She stood on business. She was like, I don't know what anybody told you, but nothing is about to happen right now. And she stormed the fuck up out of there and hid on the boat somewhere. I gotta read her book. Like, did she hide in a fucking laundry bin? Did she hide in a closet? Or did she saw someone that knew who she was and she was like, let me crash at your shit?
And it was somebody led by somebody that I had grown to trust and see as a protector and somebody who had my back, to be down the stairs. And it was as like a surprise, presented as though it was like a surprise. And it was this very small room, and she physically put me in the bed next to this undressed man who was very famous and had his hands like this. An average day for him. And this is something that happens all the time. And I waited for her to leave, and I mean that fire me, that my hair stood on end, and I became ferocious. I was like, this is not happening. But I had nowhere to hide, and I bolted, and I hid wherever I could think of to hide on a boat. There was no jumping off and swimming away, and there was nobody who was going to. I realized that there was nobody who was going to be empathetic to my situation, that this was nothing new to them.
Ago, Hayden revealed that at 18, someone she trusted took her onto a yacht and led her to a room where a very famous man was waiting. She said she never agreed to the situation, immediately refused, and got out. Make that make sense. And the cold part is, her birthday is Friday. And they scared to tell the truth. Once you tell the truth, bro, you on the radar, man. That's why everybody loves Hollywood. All the actresses, the actors, the singers, man, they will never talk down. They can take all their money, bro. They can unalive their family members. And a lot of them would never speak up. But Hayden did. And she did not die from an overdose. And the sad part is, the rabbit hole gets even deeper. This dispatchers mentioned a possible overdose and cardiac arrest. But Hayden's cause of death remains undetermined. Her recent book and disturbing Hollywood revelations have left some people suspicious. Make that make sense. And like I always say, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And how ironic. They saying she died from an overdose right after her book dropped. Right after she did this interview. Nah, look, I need y'all to stop being so goddamn gullible, bro. Because once you expose this racist, this evil ass system, they coming for you, man. And why is it always overdose? Why is it always a car accident? Why is it always a plane crash? And again, if I'm tripping in
why is it always deaths in the motherfucking hotel room? You know, rather he was on the bed or in the bath. Was going to that hotel in the sky. Crazy work. Crazy work.
Her brother died. A few years later, she's dead. I told you, bro, Hollywood ain't shit. The game is cold. Hayden's book, This Is Me. You know what? Before I read, let me tell y'all something. With
Michael Jackson called his last, This Is It. She got some shit called This Is Me. This is wild, son. And if you think about it, like he said, why is always an overdose? Why is always a plane crash? Why is always a car accident? Why is always a hotel? Then we go down the list of people. Prince, Michael Jackson, Pimp C, Left Eye, you know, La Bamba,
Whitney Houston,
Skinner, Jimi Hendrix. And we can go on and on.
Hollywood, sit back and they study you. Cold. Hayden's book. This. You know what? Before I read, let me tell y'all something. With Hollywood, they give you everything you want. And they sit back and they study you. They study your childhood trauma. They study and one day they start using all that stuff against you. They use your family against you. They use your friends against you. And once you get to your breaking point and try to expose them, damn, check this out. Hayden's book, This Is Me. A reckoning revealed deeply personal experiences involving addiction, abuse, childhood fame, and Hollywood. Other celebrities have also died after releasing tell-all books or revealing interviews. Make that make sense. And you got raccoons calling me a black racist. I told y'all on this channel, we hold raccoons and Caucasian people accountable. And this woman, she wasn't racist, and they still murdered her, bro. And I believe in this interview, she knew it was coming. You heard it in her voice, man. And sometimes it's too late. For example, like Christy Owens. A lot of y'all saw her on a show called All That on Nickelodeon. She was helping people, bro, like Amanda Bynes, when they was going through a situation with that dude, Dan Snyder, the weird ass owner, man. If you know, you know.
You know.
She's dead from an asthma attack. Or what about Angie Stone? She was calling out UMG. She was calling out Clive Davis because they went over 30 years stealing money from. She's dead in a van accident. 9 people. It was 9 people in the van. She was the only one that died. Or what about Malcolm Warner? He started a podcast, bro, talking about black culture and saying everything is not hood and just waking up black people with a new podcast. Had powerful people coming on his podcast. He goes on vacation and he drowns. And they said it was an accident. In Costa Rica, the autopsy took 2 days. So hold on. So you telling me in America, it takes 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months when it comes to black people to get an autopsy. But in Costa Rica, it takes 2 days, and now his family is fighting over money, bro. I can go on and on. All these people on the same team. Hollywood, the news media, these record labels, they all on the same team. All they do is lie. I keep telling y'all, bro, the game is cold. There's younger brother, Jansen Panettiere, died suddenly at age 28 on February 19, 2023. According to his family, the medical examiner determined his death was caused by the enlarged heart, along with complications involving his aortic valve. Make that make sense. And y'all already know, before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Before I end this video, I have to always speak from my heart. Look, do not sign your kids up to Hollywood, especially my people, because Hollywood wants your soul. And when you want your soul back, in the words of Lil Durk, you got to get it back in blood. If you know, you know. But I was thinking,
if you know, you know.
What contract did her parents sign? She was a child star. To lose both of your kids, I don't wish death on anybody's kids, bro. I'm just asking the question. What type of contract did their parents sign? When she was an actress from a baby, what contract did they sign to lose both of their kids? And who gets her royalties, her money? Who gets the money? And look, if I'm tripping in my comment section, tell me I'm tripping. But I need y'all to answer me, bro. The parents not off the hook. If both of your kids die before you, something is wrong. I don't care what nobody say, because when it happens in the hood, when the mother in New Orleans, Chicago, lose 2 kids to gun violence, everybody has an opinion. But when stuff like this happen, everybody question the parents, bro. How you lose 2 kids like this? How you let your daughter, when she was a baby dog, Asian dudes, what did they do to your daughter? That's all I want to know, man, because when I see these videos and these pictures when she was little around these grown-ass men, I don't trust that. I told you, Hollywood ain't shit, especially to my people. They get exposed. Man, rest in peace to that woman. I'm out.
Even the phone agrees. Bling. But at the same time, this shit also happens.
Before I go, Hollywood would give you a role that foreshadows your own death. Oh.
Actually, the character that I play, Cheryl, she died at 35 of heart failure. And when we heard that, we were just like shocked. Me and my mom sitting there going,
yeah, that was Hayden as a kid. Up. But yeah, I see your comments. You say you talking about they would have sacrificed. You say, oh, you're talking to third person because you're not in the music mood. you out and about. And you like, yo, enjoy the sacrifice. So what? I would have been like, hell nah. There was. You might have to motherfucking make a song. But I never sell my soul. I say the same thing. Might have to motherfucking. But like the local scene, you get signed to a local record label. Shit, nothing wrong with that because you're getting paid on the local scene. 1,000 here, 1,000 there. You know, Whatever. Oh, cause like I think I remember Boosie saying, I remember making 3 G's a show or 5 G's a show or some shit like that. It was some low numbers, man, but shit, nigga, 5 G's add up. If you do what, 2 shows a month, that's 10 G's a month. You know, 2 shows a month, 5 G's, or what? Fuck, 2 shows a month, you getting paid 3. You know, on some local shit. But like there, you know. But chances are that shit is funded by drug money. Unless some motherfuckers is working. You know, and they, you know, like put all their money towards the label. You did make a song about it. Can't own my voice. Yeah, yep. You sure did. You sure did make a song like that. Yep, you did. Yep, forgot about that. Yeah. The local spots don't champion me either, but there are some motherfuckers out there. Because I fuck with Highland Park Music Company. I fuck around and became part of the company. You know, became a like a true motherfucking rapper and the motherfucker behind the scenes. You know, like I think my YouTube fucking up again. Yeah, man, YouTube on that bullshit. Let's get on to the next one. But like the video about Hayden. Yeah. At least that video ended and it played all the way through. But Jesus fucking Christ, I think y'all could probably hear me now. But yeah, now we on to the next one. There's some shit called DEFCON. And this is my first time hearing about this. I need to check this motherfucking play out.
DEFCON is one of the largest and longest running hacker conferences in the world. It's held every August in Las Vegas since 1993, and it's
every August in Las Vegas since 1993. This shit flew under my motherfucking radar. But now I know about DEFCON. Now I know these hackers are there. The feds are there. I'm gonna have to be fucking careful. But DEFCON every August in Las Vegas.
DEFCON is one of the largest and longest running hacker conferences in the world. It's held every August in Las Vegas since 1993, and it's a gathering of security researchers, hackers, tinkerers, journalists, curious weirdos, and quite a few feds, who all share an obsession with taking things apart and understanding how they really work. It's part conference and part underground bazaar, with dozens of villagers dedicated to everything from lockpicking to car hacking to IoT to social engineering, plus talks, competitions, badge hacking, and a whole lot of soldering irons. I go to DEFCON every year because I think the people there are doing really cool and awesome stuff, and this year was no different. The Ludlow Institute hosted a hackathon at IoT Village where we had people hack into IoT devices like electronic basketball hoops, electric cars, smart lights, and other everyday connected junk, and we gave out prizes when people found anything interesting.
We're at IoT Village, the hardware hacking competition, where we are encouraging everybody to come out and hack some park, basketball court, our RC cars. So you actually use a bus pirate to connect to the actual device to communicate with it, see what type of data is going across. It has a display, it has a web interface as well. You can use it to scan Bluetooth and wireless networks. It's pretty much like the all-in-one device.
I also gave a presentation at DEFCON about the pervasive hidden surveillance that's been quietly integrated into our lives and how most people have no idea that it's even there. And I met some super cool people building tools to fight back. I recorded a handful of super quick interviews with some of the people I met, just to give you a taste of the kinds of engagement going on right now to push back against the destruction of privacy in society. If you've ever felt like the surveillance state is too big and too invisible to do anything about, these people are quietly proving otherwise.
My name is Colonel Panic. I make hardware that detects surveillance technologies.
I have one of your little tools. It's a flock detector. Walk me through how it works.
We're using promiscuous Wi-Fi on an ESP32 to get things from the Wi-Fi probes of the flock cameras so that we can passively detect them without touching them. It's got a buzzer on it, so if you're driving by one, you can kind of get a beep. It's really good for detecting flock cams or other surveillance. So we have essentially 2 PCBs, a ESP32S3, and a buzzer. It's a tiny little computer on here. It's got a little bit of memory, and it's just programmed with my firmware that tells it to beep when it detects a certain, it's an OUI. That is the first 6 characters of a Bluetooth MAC address. So it tells who the company is. Now, because of MAC address randomization, it's harder to just track by OUI certain devices. So now we're starting to look at some of the Bluetooth UUIDs and some of the deeper parts of Bluetooth that you can still passively detect. Of course, no people are doing this, so it's really relying on a lot of people who are actually actively going out and doing the research and then sharing that data that you can then use to figure out like what are they doing with this next and how can we then alter our detection methods.
And so you're saying that we need more researchers out there. We need people actually keeping up with this, and what can they be doing?
You could get Wiggle on your phone or even start to just look up war driving, and you'll be really surprised at how much surveillance you see. I wasn't aware of how much surveillance there was until I started war driving. And then I noticed that it's just everywhere, you know? And so it was alarming to me. And I'm like, wow, it would be interesting if we just made something that detected all this easily for the average person. If you want to get a hold of one of these, you can go to colonelpanic.tech. I even sell the PCBs for cheaper. Or if you really want to do this, you don't even need the device. You can just buy this component and this component, and you can easily see on my art where the wiring is, and you can just wire it up yourself, and it's going to cost you less than $10.
It's such a cool, tiny little gadget that could be so powerful for helping people protect themselves. I'm going to be plugging this in, and I'm going to go detect me some flock cameras.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
I am Cooper Quinton, aka Cyber Tiger. I am a senior staff technologist at EFT, where I work on a number of things, including Ray Hunter, the open source MC catcher detection hardware and software. Ray Hunter is open source software which runs on a mobile hotspot that you can buy for $20 to $40 on eBay and Amazon. And so we've been able to write software that takes a look at the control traffic going on between your modem and the tower, and looks at what signals the cell phone tower is sending you, and it looks for signatures or signs of a stingray. A stingray is a tool that's used by police, which is a fake cell tower, and it tricks your phone into connecting to it so that it can find your identity, your IMSI, which is your unique identifier for your SIM card.
Man, this motherfucker is cold. He knows about the stingrays. He knows about the ODIT. They're flying around, you know. I covered this in many of my lives talking about this shit on how the drone that's out there by police, it is stronger than your cell phone tower. So you wonder why most of the time your cell phone is fucking up? It's the fucking police. You will blame the cell phone tower, or you will blame your phone provider with the cell phone tower, but it's really the fucking police cataloging who the fuck you are. And it's interfering with your actual phone provider's cell phone tower, and it's fucking your phone up. But they're taking your data while your phone being fucked up. Not to mention, they're watching you through your phone, so it's probably somebody behind a computer watching your motherfucking anger and shit. Like, it's like, god damn, this is some bullshit. All these motherfuckers need to get murked.
Once it finds that, it can be used by law enforcement.
But shouts out to this motherfucking hacker that can motherfucking spot that shit. And shout out to the last hacker that can motherfucking catalog if you're going past flock cameras. Now, I need to find somebody that's trying to make some EMP grenades. Like, this is the hard part right here. I got to motherfucking take a trip to Vegas in August. You know who's in Vegas? Phenom Rogue One Productions. About to motherfucking shoot a music video and go to a convention.
locate you. It can be used by law enforcement or criminals or spies to listen to your phone calls and text messages, or it can be used by scammers or anyone else. So it's really easy for someone to set up a fake cell tower and say, all cell phones in the area, please connect to this tower, it's very important. And so all the phones will do that. So we built Ray Hunter to try to get a better of how often this tech was being used in the US, how prevalent it was, and how exactly it worked, because there's been a lot of obfuscation of what exactly the attacks are that are taking place and how we can better secure our phones against this technology. One of our big goals was to make counter surveillance device that was cheap, accessible, and easy to run, not just for hackers, but for everyone. You can go to EFF.org/RayHunter. So once you have the hardware, you can plug it into your computer with a USB cable or connect it over Wi-Fi. You can download our software. There's an installer there you can run. Get this little device here. It'll have a little green line at the top. If that line turns red, that means that Ray Hunter has found something it considers suspicious. And then you can connect to it, download the PCAPs. So a PCAP is a network traffic packet capture that you can view in programs like Wireshark. You can download the file, send it to us, and we'll take a look at it and tell you what we think.
This is the Biscuit Ultra. It's designed by a guy Edge. It's used for war driving. It also war drives for flock cameras, Bluetooth devices, and it has a counter anti-surveillance feature. First, it records all devices in the vicinity that it can find, and if it detects the same device within a certain interval, then it alerts you that you may be having a tail, and save it to an SD card for further analysis. You could scan for APs, use Wi-Fi only war drive. You have Bluetooth and flock, everything, or anti-surveillance mode, and checks for security cameras in the area and puts them in the map where it detects that they're located.
Where can someone purchase this?
Google Biscuit Ultra.
It was just some hackers talking about creating counter surveillance technology to scan for drones that's taking your motherfucking phone signal and spotting flock cameras and other people that's trying to hack through your Bluetooth. You know, like, this is a real cool convention.
Or Biscuit Pro. He makes two versions.
What is this device?
It's a LilyGo T-Deck, and in here I installed the DEFCON 34 Mesh-tastic, which is LoRa, but it's configured for the different channels for DEFCON. They have a web flasher that you use.
And so you just flash new software on there. Is that yeah? Oh, cool.
So once you flash it,
yeah. It's like, man, this hacking convention been out since '93. And I understand now why the movie Hackers came out, or the movie Antitrust. We are at war against people that's trying to take our fucking identity, our data, our money, and some just motherfucker will use it for bribery. You know, it's wild, but these people has created shit and made it legal. They got websites you can go to, you know, and you can push it on your phone or your computer, and you can be able to scan to see if anybody is trying to connect to your phone or computer. It's fucking wild, but it's awesome at the same time. But what makes me skeptical of going to this convention is there's feds there too, you know. So it's like, feds is there. I know the feds is there to recruit, you know, to go into the motherfucking military spy world. That's why I know the feds are there. That's the only reason why the feds are there. But for these people to create counter surveillance in front of their face, that's courage. That's fucking courage. They got bullocks like a motherfucker. Pause. They knew that Jordan was coming in '94.
You could enable Bluetooth. There's a Mesh-tastic app, and then you pair it with your device. Then you could use your phone to type and receive and send and receive messages. This is another Mesh-tastic LoRa device. These are two separate devices. They pair to both of my phones, so I could either control the channels with my phone or with a device. So you would see the conversation on your phone like this. It's cool because it's off-grid, meaning that it's a mesh network operating around 915 megahertz in the US, and it goes from node to node, meaning that this device goes to the nearest device it sees and speak even across to different hotels and different areas.
These are the kinds of shenanigans at DEFCON. This is a backpack with a portable 3D printer.
Beautiful.
It also looks for devices that follow you. So like if somebody put like an AirTag or something, it looks for like signal strength and time. Sweet. Also, we'll look for like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi probe requests for flock cameras as well. Oh hell yeah! You can click on them and it gives more information about like each tracker. It'll also sniff for probe requests to see what your is. Ah, sweet. Oh, so like you can put your phone by it and then to see what it's putting out. All your networks that it's been on.
My main takeaway from this year's DEFCON is that no one is coming to save us. If we want to understand what is going on in our tech, we have to break it open ourselves. The cell networks aren't going to get more secure because a carrier decides to be nice. And Flock isn't going to stop blanketing our neighborhoods with cameras because a community asked politely. The tools that protect us are being built by a small, scrappy community of hackers and hobbyists working on shoestring budgets, often in their spare time. Tools like a $20 hotspot flashed with Ray Hunter and a $10 ESP32 that beeps when you drive past a Flock camera, and a pager-sized gadget that warns you when the same car has been following you for too long. I love seeing this stuff, and if you have any...
Yeah, and a motherfucker made some technology if a car is following you too long. Man, these motherfuckers are cold at this convention. So look up the DEFCON convention. I'm gonna share it on my community post. Like I forgot this girl name, but she's a redhead chick with glasses. Like goddamn. Every time I turn around, I'm seeing shit that remind me of my baby Vonta, my UK correspondent. Shouts out to you. We about to go to the UK in a minute, but first we gotta do this.
FBI agent writes anonymous letter warning Americans. So as thousands of FBI employees brace for possible political retribution, one special agent penned an anonymous open letter circulating across the Bureau in defense of colleagues who took part in the sprawling January 6th Capitol riot investigation. And this is what it says. It's titled, Uncommon Sense Was a Common Vice. Those with knowledge of the United States Marine Corps will recognize the irony of this title. I wish its words were not true, but as I write this, I believe they are. Currently, there is an effort to cull a significant number of career special agents for the Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is an unthinkable action that will gravely undermine the security of the nation well beyond what many of our citizens are aware. For those seeking to raise their awareness, I offer this vignette free of political bias or moral judgment. It is not about any one person, but an amalgamation of multiple FBI special agents. He goes on to say, I am the coach of your child's soccer team. I sit next to you on occasion in religious devotion. I am a member of the PTA. With friends, you celebrated my birthday. I collected your mail and took out your trash while you were away from home. I played a round of golf with you. I'm a veteran. I'm the average neighbor in your community. This is who you see and know. However, there's a part of my life that is a mystery to you and prompts a nat. So this one will make you think.
Yeah. Now, then, was it this one?
So another one bites the dust. The UAE, United Arab Emirates, have just banned social media for under 15s. Do these bans actually work? I'm going to save you all the effort. No. So we've covered it many times on the channel, how Australia have just published their report where they say that at least 8 in 10 children that were using social media before the ban came into effect in Australia are still using it today. Of those children between the age of 10 and 15, there's been no difference in social media usage. And out of the 8 in 10 of the total picture, they're factoring in an additional 17% for unaccounted data. VPN usage, children not admitting they're using the internet and all of that stuff. So basically, at maximum, they probably think there's been about a 3% decrease in social media usage, but on the core demographic to 10 to 15-year-olds, there's been no reducage in social media usage for those age categories. Now, this video isn't just about the UAE. Obviously, they're doing this for under 15s, but I think it's important that you understand what other countries are doing this. So you've got elsewhere in the Gulf, Saudi Arabia's Shura Council has called on the Communications, Space and Technology Commission, CST, to issue restrictions on social media usage for under 16s, as well as age verification requirements. Then we've got Canada's Safe Social Media Act, proposed on the 10th of June, will implement a ban for under 16s. Greece's Prime Minister, Kyriakos Mitsotakis, announced via a deeply iconic 6'7" meme riddled video on TikTok that legislation to ban social media for children under 15 would go into effect in 2027. France has been eyeing a digital curfew, according to French news outlets. Indonesia, Malaysia, Austria, Turkey and others have also passed or issued laws due to come into force. Now, this video is not going to be a long one. I want to say this very simply. Get yourself a VPN, because you need one to protect yourself using the internet. Like with private internet access, you can change your location to one I hate to be that guy. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is a global conspiracy. All of these countries are all consulting with each other on social media ban regulation, and the first one to roll out was Australia, and now 6 months...
It's not a conspiracy. It's called New World Order for a reason. Everybody doing the same thing. That means they all working together. This is not a fucking conspiracy. This is pattern recognition. Look at what the fuck is going on. Like real shit, bro. They're killing us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. Some countries is killing they motherfuckers on some convert shit. Some other motherfuckers just straight up outright. If you disobey us, we kill you and exile you and lock you up. You know, it's fucking crazy work out here. They don't want no revolution. Yeah, we're gonna ban social media because you get the young people riled up on a revolution against the government. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be over. Families. Take the kids out of school, guide them, train them, homeschool them, and teach them how to shoot. This is for every country, nigga. We gotta take out our governments, our dictators, our prime ministers, bankers, corporations, world leaders, everybody at the WEF, everybody at the UN, World Family, all y'all motherfuckers gotta go.
Or 8 months into their ban, we're now seeing data that it simply has not worked at all. Yet, as soon as that report comes out and blows up online, like everyone's talking about it in the digital privacy sector at the moment, all these other countries make their own announcements that they're planning to roll out the same rules and regulations. Now, here's the important bit that a lot of you guys have been asking about. When you use a VPN, it puts your internet connection, your IP address, in another country. Now, the reality is that there's now less and less and less countries that you can put yourself in because all the countries are adopting the same social media regulation and bans. But this won't spread to every single country because some countries have point blank refused to do this. And you can find these countries online, and there's actually a few websites where there's lists. I might link it below if I can find it in time for this video. But there's a load of countries that don't require you to submit age verification, and therefore they are safe countries for you to connect with the VPN. All of these countries have treaties with the Western world, the European Union, Britain, Australia, America, Canada. All of these countries converse with each other about these pieces of regulation and these topics. That means that they're more likely to pass these bills and these bills to come into effect. But there are some countries that keep you safe online. You don't need to worry just yet. Rather than being worried about having limited access to the internet or handing over your ID, because you won't need to do that if you're using VPNs and stuff, I think you should be more worried that our governments are all trying to do this at all. It's the principle more than anything that's concerning for the vast majority of people in the UK. Anyway, thank you for watching.
Yep. All right. Where the city overpopulated because the mayor sold out with his bitch ass. All right. We got another one. Then we got wait a minute. Here we go, right here.
I'm just talking to a wall, okay? Listen, this is what pissed me out, especially with black people, okay? Let me show y'all a video right quick, right? And when you see this video, if you don't learn nothing from this video, something is wrong with you, okay? Check this out.
Pope granted Spain the right to claim any land in the New World that was not already ruled by a Christian monarch. And the logic behind it was Christian nations have a God-given right to spread the faith. Non-Christian peoples are living in spiritual darkness. Therefore, claiming their land and bringing them under Christian rule is not conquest. It is a mission from God. And this became known as the doctrine of discovery, right? So the theological and legal idea that European Christian nations had divine permission to discover, claim, and govern any land inhabited by non-Christians.
Woo!
I'm just talking to a wall, okay? Listen, this is what pissed me out, especially with black people, okay? Let me show y'all a video right quick, right? And when you see this video, if you don't learn nothing from this video, something is wrong with you, okay? Check this out.
Pope granted Spain the right to claim any land in the New World that was not already ruled by a Christian monarch. And the logic behind it was Christian nations have a God-given right to spread the faith. Non-Christian peoples are living in spiritual darkness. Therefore, claiming their land and bringing them under Christian rule is not conquest. It is a mission from God. And this became known as the doctrine of discovery, right? So the theological and legal idea that European Christian nations had divine permission to discover, claim, and govern any land inhabited by non-Christians. Okay.
Now, did you hear what she said? They made it all up. Okay? This is what I've been telling y'all a papal bull is. Okay? What is a papal bull? This is when the Pope gave people like them permission to go to other places to discover, okay, steal, kill, pillage, subjugate, and convert to Christians. You already know what they did. Now go ask your pastor what is a papal bull. Ask your pastor, your preacher, what is a papal bull. And they can tell you. I'm telling you what they did. They gave out land to settlers to come over here to take other people's shit. Why? Because they say that if they wasn't Christians, right, they don't know no better. The land is for us because we're Christians. Okay? Now, before I go any further, right, I always talk about a divine right, right? I'm going to show you what the definition of a divine right. And I want you to use this.
Use your brain.
Use this for 1 second. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Use this. Let me give you the definition of what a divine right is. And you can look it up yourself. Check this out. Y'all think I just be talking. Look at it. What it say? The divine right or the divine right of kings is a political and religious ideal. It states that a king or queen gets the power to rule directly from God, not from people. Now, how many pastors gonna teach you this? Because they don't know it they damn self. Now, let's get back to the video. You hear what it said? Kings and queens got a direct command from God to rule over us, and they don't have to answer to us. Where the fuck is this motherfucking memo at? Where's this message at? They made it all up. They made this shit the fuck up. You really think they give a damn about what God say? If so, why they taking all the seeds out of all the precious fruits and vegetables that God put here? Huh? You tell me. Tell me, why the fuck you gotta pay money for a surgery if you care so much about God? See, y'all need to wake the fuck up. This shit is going too far, bro. It's bullshit. You understand me? And you just, a lot of people afraid, you scared, but God gave you common sense for a reason. If these people so-called carrying out what God say do, why the fuck the world is running the way it's motherfucking running? You tell me, why is it poor people and rich people? You tell me. You know it's gonna be people that'll never experience shit just because of these same people? Would never know what it feels like to travel certain places. Would never know what it feels like to wear certain things and do certain things, experience certain things from these same people. You think these people about what God say? You done lost your motherfucking mind. You done lost your damn mind. And all I'm saying is this: use your common sense. If they carrying out what God say, right? Why they doing this to our children? Why, if a person's born this way, but they'll tell them, oh no, you could be this? Why? There's an agenda that they have. Why the fuck does Elon Musk got all this motherfucking money? You tell me. It's people starving. Don't you know you'll go to jail for feeding the homeless? You tell me. Make this shit make sense, okay? Make it make sense. Look what happened to the Epstein file. Huh? Make it make sense. Look what they did to Black Wall Street. Look what they did to all the political black leaders. Look what they did to some of the white people that was trying to fight for liberation. See, people think this shit was just all about Black Panthers. No, it was hippies, earthly people that just love the earth and love peaceful and just love being together. Why do they do them people like that? You tell me, why do we go to these fucked up schools and get this fucked up education? Why do we go to these public schools and
that's Papa Duck. That's Papa Duck. He from Georgia. He down there in Georgia. I think he in Atlanta. But I've been following Papa Duck for about like 6-7 years.
It's dumb, deaf, and blind. Why they send their children to the motherfucking academies? Why do they withhold artifacts? Don't you know the Vatican got, they say, a 5 football field length underneath the Vatican of artifacts, books, scrolls, information, technology, all type of shit they'll never give us. But they'll give you the Bible.
And
they will give you the Bible. And I done told it 100 times. If the Bible had any significant powers to get us out of our current conditions, we would never be introduced to it. Make this shit make sense. How many of you pastors knew that what I just told you? Huh? How many of y'all knew about a divine right? Tell me, because all y'all basically doing is y'all are going to their school, learning their theology, and coming back and regurgitating it. That's why they don't mind about putting up money for churches. You're doing their job. You think they'll ever put up money for a revolution? No. You think they'll ever put up money for...
You think they put up money for a revolution? No.
Equality? No. Make it make sense. That's why I say you cannot fool me with this bullshit. You will never fool me with this bullshit. Ever. And it pissed me off, okay, that people will go and then they'll indulge in it, especially black people. I don't understand it. Like, I get it. You've been brainwashed, you've been told, but where your common sense at? Stop being fucking scared all the time, bro. Because that's all it is. I told you, scarcity is a business. Ignorance is a business. But y'all gonna tell me, oh, this, oh, that. Man, come on, bro. Don't you know they had in the Bible, obey your slave master as you would Jesus or God or whatever the case may be? They took
it is slaves obey your earthly masters. I understand he on fire, he going in, he kind of fucked it up, but it's all good. In the words of Mike Epps, players fuck up. But he on fire with it though.
Battle. Why? Why are they replacing humans? God.
Why? Oh, why? Whoa.
God's children's with fucking robots. Dummy. You tell me. For money? You tell me a bitch got that much greed to where they'll replace humans who have to buy the bullshit that they put out.
Did you go off on the female? You went off on the female, didn't you? Didn't you? You try to be like, excuse me, miss, what's your name? She was like, get away from me. You was like, bitch, fuck you. Or, or did you go off on some, like on some lawyers or some shit? Oh no. Not the YouTube. Oh, you went off on you? Not the YouTube. Hashtag fuck YouTube.
That now can't buy it because they don't have jobs because they've been replaced by robots. You mean tell me what motherfucking group of people would do that? God's people? The same people that told you that God gave them the command to rule over us? You got to be a damn motherfucking fool. You got to be a dumb ass fool to believe some shit like that. You got to be. And that's why I said you ain't gonna get me with that. Excuse me, but you ain't gonna waste my motherfucking time telling me all these motherfucking lies. It ain't gonna happen. It just blows my mind that people haven't woke up. That's crazy to me. Go to your pastor, go to your preacher, go to anybody that be talking about Jesus, this God, this. Ask them what a divine right is. Ask them why did God give them the opportunity to rule over us. Ask about the white pope, the great pope, and the motherfucking black pope. I done taught y'all more shit than you'll ever learn in these churches or in these institutions because it's not designed for you to know. Don't you know they get over on ignorance? I just told you ignorance is a business. They make billions and trillions of dollars off your ignorance. Why the fuck would they educate you? Why the fuck would they let you go to their schools? Put you in the position to educate you and put you in the position to overthrow them. That don't make no motherfucking sense. We can turn this shit around tomorrow. But you got to get rid of that racist shit. You got to understand what the real fucking war is. Because while you fight me because I'm black, we got a common enemy. We all got a common enemy. Play dumb if you want. Play stupid if you want. Don't you know all these motherfucking millionaires and billionaires, all the motherfuckers got underground bunkers? Why? What's gonna happen? What's gonna go down? Everything you know, you must unlearn and relearn. They told you outer space is in the sky. Then why the fuck every picture of outer space in the sky is dark? Where the fucking sun at? The sun behind the motherfucking planet? That good? Some of y'all still believe that the earth is round. Like, some of y'all think that the water is going to fall on the side of the earth and I guess it's just going to keep going back round. I guarantee you, if you get on top of a building and jump, watch what gravity do to your ass. You think it's going to be different for water? I just told y'all, ignorance is a motherfucking business. And remember, the word ignorance got the word ignore in it. So a lot of y'all ignore the truth. They ignore it. Some motherfuckers don't want to be woke. Some motherfuckers like to hear with one eye open, they see what's going on, but they don't want to open all them up. They don't want to open over their motherfucking eye, they want to stay asleep. But it just blows my mind. The power of influence, lies, propaganda, the power of socialism, capitalism. Man, these motherfucking folk been doing a number on our ass.
Oh.
We've been robbed of our whole life. Our whole life. Since you got here, day one, they lied. You could have had a way better life. You could have never been sick. You know how long people lived back then in the real days? You lucky if you see 80 summers. Birthday rituals. That's why I say all you so-called biblical, godly people, why don't you fight for your God? Why don't you go out here and you advocate for the vegetables that God put here for us? The minerals. Okay? What's right and what's wrong? Why do you have to go by the devil's children to okay you to open up a church? You working for the wrong people, but you don't know no better. This is why they got you going to their schools. They taught you everything you know. You dumb, dead, fucking blind. I don't give a fuck about your plaques on the wall. I don't give a fuck about your master's degree. I don't give a fuck about your PhD. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Because where you learn all that shit from is from the enemy. Now, you have just became in partnership with your own motherfucking enemy. You don't even know it. You don't even know it. You think you're doing the right thing. You think going to vote, you're doing the right thing. You think paying your taxes, you're doing the right thing. Dead. Man, you dumb, deaf, and motherfucking blind, man. Use your common sense. And then y'all get mad at people like me because I ain't gonna go for the shit. Man, I ain't gonna waste now time, now minute, now second on motherfucking earth going for that shit. You can if you want to, but remember, ignorance is no excuse. You think because you ignorant, you gonna be saved? Right.
Get blasted.
Why do you think they ruled you in the first place? They groomed you to be ignorant. This fake ass education they gave you, it's fake. It's fake education. You go to school, and the crazy part about it is you have to pay for this shit. One of the biggest financial decisions you will make in your life. So the time you turn 17, 18, and whenever you graduate, you finna go to a motherfucking institution, and hopefully when you're done, AI won't be took over that field, but you go pay thousands of dollars, okay, to be educated in a field, to come back out here in the field to help them build up their motherfucking empire. You don't own nothing, buddy. You see the trickery? Your whole life, you're doing the right thing. You're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, but you don't understand you're working for the corporation of America.
Yeah, and that's why when you do go through the bullshit in the workforce, the mission is to stack up your bread at a cool job. It could be a low job, it could be a high job, but stack your bread no matter how long it takes. Stack your bread. Then leave that bitch, start your own business, and then see what happens. You got 3 years to flourish. 2 to 3 years to motherfucking bubble. But you got to give the people what they want. You know, you give the people what they want. If it's your passion and it's what the people want, that's a plus. But if you start your own business, it could be selling food, selling clothes, because, you know, what do the people need? Fuck what people want. What do they need? Motherfuckers need to eat. Motherfuckers need clothes. So sell clothes, sell food. What do motherfuckers like to do for hobbies and shit? Shit, you can open up an after hour. So that means you got to get a motherfucking bar license. You know, open up a little after hour, cabaret, cafe. You know, now, you know, when it comes to food, it's going to be more of a mess. But shit, have some badass bitches in that bitch cooking. But you already know what it is. The goal is to work for a minute, stack your bread, leave your job, start your own business. Not stay there up to retirement, then be like, thank you for being a fucking well-paid slave and not starting a revolution. Here's your retirement money. And when you get your retirement money, you old as hell and you really can't enjoy it because you spent most of your motherfucking youthful energy working. at least when you stack your bread and you leave your job, start your own fucking business, you motherfucking have your own retirement plan. You can be able to motherfucker do what the fuck you want to do. You can wake up and be like, I don't gotta go to work. You know, you don't gotta wake up on some bullshit. You can wake up happy like a motherfucker. Left my job, start my own business. Now it's time to make this shit work. You got 3 fucking years to motherfucker make that shit flourish. 3 years. So get the people what they need. and just kick back, relax, and collect the bread. Now, when it comes to the hiring process, you got to get people that's loyal to the job. They say you never hire friends and family. That's the cardinal rule of starting your own business. Never hire friends and family. Because you know why? You're going to get tested. Waking up late, coming to work late, and all that shit. Ah, nigga, that's my cousin. Ah, nigga, that's my brother. Ah, fuck all that, bitch. I need your ass here. Bitch, you are an employee. Nigga, you are family after work. And before work. Nigga, the fuck. So, you know, you hire motherfuckers that actually need the job and actually love what they do. So, like, if you're about to do some cooking shit, you get some motherfuckers that love to cook. You know? You start a cleaning service. Everybody needs motherfucking cleaners on some real shit. All you gotta do is you get a cleaning service, go around and start talking to motherfucking small businesses or big businesses and see if you can get a contract. You dig? That's what my boss did. She holding it down. She's in her 70s. She's in her fucking 70s. My boss is in her 70s. And she looked no more than, I could probably say, 50 something. Still walking, still dancing. I'm like, man, my boss is cool as hell. And what I love about my boss is this. Now, this is some cold ass shit. I'm gonna never forget this. This will always be my favorite boss. One day I didn't get my check. They fucked up my check. She went in her motherfucking pocket or a pocketbook, pulled out a check, cashed it, and gave me some money. I was like, you're the coolest boss ever. You know, she had a check and she cashed it and gave me some bread. So I'm like, yo, I got nothing bad to say about my boss. Now, usually most female bosses are horrible. Trust me, I know. You know, I had a dog-ass job at Somerset Mall. But it was the head bitch was bougie. She was too fucking bougie. And these bitches will make problems out of nothing. I'm like, oh, bitch. I got to get the fuck on. I'm getting my last check. I'm out this bitch. I'm out this bitch. I already told that story many times. But yeah, and the other motherfucking job when I was cleaning up Hart Plaza, downtown Detroit, by the water, and by that big ass motherfucking building that be in my pictures and shit, man, this bitch had a gambling addiction and lost the fucking contract to the fucking company. Then the company got back, but they had to do other shit. Like they didn't have the contract to Hart Plaza no more. Now they had contract to cleaning up schools during the summertime. So like, you know, they're getting it prepped for like when schools start back and shit. I was like, okay. The head bitch was horrible, but the supervisors was cool. The fucking supervisors made sure that I stayed working because I was going to work fucked up. like y'all know what I mean by fucked up. I was going to work fried. Fried. Motherfuckers like, nigga, open your eyes. When the motherfucker said that to me, I was like, oh shit, I'm high. And one day I walked off the clock. I walked off the fucking clock. I went to a church and I went to sleep. I ain't know I slept for like 4 hours. I came back. I was like, oh shit, it's break time. All right, I came back after the break. And then they was like, nigga, we was calling your ass for 4 hours. Nigga, we clocked you out. I was like, oh shit. I didn't get fired. Oh shit. And when I came back, you know, they ain't say shit. I was like, oh shit, y'all some cool motherfuckers. And anywhere else, they would have fired the fuck out of me. But they knew I was a good fucking worker. And plus, like, this was like the third year I was there. You know, the first 2 years I was cool like a motherfucker. That third year, nigga, I was fried like a motherfucker. Cause like we all used to we smoked with each other, nigga. Like we smoked with our supervisors. We used to motherfucking get lit. You know, like when it's break time, everybody go to the riverfront, right, and chill by the water. You know, like, and you know, and we all, you know, like we all ain't sitting next to each other, but like we sitting next to each other because it's like chairs along the riverfront and shit. So like everybody had their own seats, like whoever smoking with, like whoever they sit next to. So like we all just sitting in the line, you know, like me and this girl, I forgot her name. I think her name was Bianca. Chocolate chick, fat lips. She was a slim goodie with a good body. She just got into an argument like with a motherfucker. You know, like a motherfucker, like group of like three motherfuckers. We call them the Three Stooges because they was always on some disappearing act shit too. They ain't want to work. But she got into it with it was something about smoking. She was like, it's all good. I'm gonna smoke with Jesse. He got better weed anyway. So I'm like, why this motherfucker is looking at me funny and shit? You know, like I'm getting in this bitch, right? You know. So when it got time for me to smoke with her, she told me what happened. So I was like, oh. And plus, like, I was at like a higher position anyway, but it wasn't a higher position. I had like another job. I was using the blower machines. Everybody was doing detail, you know, with the broom and the dustpan going around. It was my job to blow all the bullshit that's on the outskirts and all the shit in the background into a pile so they can come through, sweep it up, and put it in their bags and shit. And we had people that's doing the washing in the kitchen with the mopping and the sweeping and shit. You know, because it got an underground level in Hart Plaza. So like the people in the underground cleaning up, doing the power washing, and the people at the top doing the blower machines and the motherfucking detail. And then at the end of the night, when everything is done being swept off the field, we all gotta, it's a 20-man job. We all gotta put a hose together. Like a motherfucking fireman's hose, like when they put out fires with. Had to put like 20 pieces together that wraps around this big ass Hart Plaza. And we all gotta carry this bitch and spray that whole motherfucker down. So when the sun finally come up, nigga, Hart Plaza is the most beautifulest place to walk through, chill by the fountain, chill by the water, sit down and, you know, just have a good time. But now let's get back to the rest of this because we've got one more video after this that we're gonna get up out of here.
And you got to go pay for that dumbass education. So when you see people, mainly black people, or just poor people that done came across some money, you know, I want to donate to this school. I want to put this child through college. That shit used to fascinate me when I ain't know no better. Like, damn, that's good, man. They just put $10,000 up on that girl scholarship, not knowing you're helping the enemy. You're helping the enemy by paying for a child's education to go be educated to come back out here in America to help build this bitch up. But you doing the right motherfucking thing. You know what they said? They said you doing the right thing. Some people fucked over us, man. Some people fucked over us, man. Some people did a number on us, man. All this shit was a lie. Got us hating these people because of what color they are. Got us hating these people because they don't live where we live. Got us looking down on people because these people ain't got the type of money that they got. And this, bro, they did a number on us, man. Ain't no man, especially no white man, finna part no motherfucking clouds and come save us. It's the people that's doing it to us. That's why I say, if we don't come together and figure this shit out, we're gonna be just like the dinosaurs, extinct. They're gonna tell our story for us. They're gonna lie like they done with everything else. And by the way, dinosaurs never existed.
For real.
And if you think I'm bullshitting, show me how two dinosaurs can get behind each other and have sex with them big ass tails.
And how the fuck they know how a dinosaur sounds? Nobody wasn't alive, motherfucking, all those years ago. How the fuck you know the sound of a dinosaur? It's Chewbacca sounds and shit.
I'm saying like stupid shit. This is when technology or modern day shit catches up with old lies. Man, I'm gonna let y'all go. But I'm telling y'all, man, these people fucked over us, bro. We could have had great lives, bro. People lost their lives, man. What about the people that was tied up? Got all type of shit done to them. I can't say, but y'all know I'm talking about all the shit in the Epstein's file, man. The shit that the government done experimented on people, man. Like, you know, putting, having surgeries on black women with no anesthesia. All this type of shit documented, man. These satanic ass people did this shit, man. The shit they doing in Hollywood. You want to be a star? You want to blow up? You got to do this. You got to do that. And people fucked over us, man. They fucked over us. They fucked over us.
That's why we need a revolution. Do you want a revolution? Ooh, ooh. I said, do you want a revolution? Want a revolution? Ooh, ooh. I said, do you love prostitution? Wait, what? I mean, do you want? Y'all ain't hear that? GP, are you with me? Ain't no God coming to save you. Now I'll be on the last video, then we're gonna get up out of here.
Not your friends, please. Police are not your friends. Fuck 12, fuck a pig, die slow. The closer we get to a collective class consciousness, we have to further push things that are going to divide us. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Nothing is going to divide black people from white people more than a lynching. Because America refuses to address its sins. It refuses to wholly teach the history of America and what white people have done to black people and what white people have done to each other and what white people have done to every other minority group in this fucking country. It refuses to do it because they don't want your fucking kids to feel bad. Nigga, fuck your kids. Because when you don't tell the truth about what you did in this history, you saying, fuck my kids. In order to have true class consciousness, we will have to see a complete fall of white supremacy. Working class solidarity will have to be above racism, sexism, homophobia, and the belief in the myth of superiority. There's always something readily available to keep you from talking about the people at the top who are always looking down and figuring out how to maneuver up and use us as chess pieces against each other, and there's never enough time to take a pause down at the bottom and look up and say, hey, why the fuck ain't y'all dead? Because that's what it really come down to. Why do y'all get to kill us and receive tax cuts? You kill us with the food. You kill us with the prices of things. You price us out of our homes. You kill us when you put a data center in our neighborhood. You kill us when you kill my privacy. You kill us when you pull us over with your fucking task force of demonic ass policemen that only know how to protect the motherfuckers who boots they kissing. You kill us at no consequence. At the very least, you'll pay a fine. At the very most, you will be brought upon charges once you cut somebody out that has more power than you. There's no coincidence that in a time where both the right and the left are simultaneously understanding, hey man, I don't want no data center. I don't want no flock cameras. I'm tired of this influx of AI, and I'm tired of these billionaires telling us what they gonna do, whether we vote for it or not. I'm tired of motherfuckers telling me that they're gonna use eminent domain to take my house if I don't opt to sell it, and this is my generational wealth. I'm tired of working 40 to 60 hours a week and not having enough to pay my rent, and I look around and everybody else can't afford to pay their rent, yet they keep keep raising the rent. So who the fuck can afford these homes? I'm tired of you told me the gas prices was going down. Now that the gas prices is up and the produce is up and the groceries is up. And not only that, the healthy food is making me sick. The highly processed, mass consumed food is making me sick. Everything is making me sick. Nobody is giving me any motherfucking help. Then the general consensus to combat needing help is to make people feel like less of an American if you receive help, while the motherfuckers that run America always are getting bailed out, always are getting tax cut, and putting all their burdens on us while we sit here and complain about it, but we don't know what to do about it because they keep putting racist shit in the news that keeps us looking at each other as the enemy.
Yep. Enough said. For real, for real. Now, we're going to get up out there. Shout out to everybody. Got to handle some shit real quick. And I'll be back later. You said you were sending something. So I'll be on the lookout on the email. And shouts out to everybody coming through. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody's going to watch on the playback. And about to listen to Al Green on the 8-track bars. Now that I rhymed on purpose. That was on purpose. Shout out to everybody that's going to watch on the playback. About to listen to Al Green on the 8-track. You got an 8-track? Hell yeah. Get the playback. The big payback. Bars. But anyway, I did that on purpose. That was on purpose. But shouts out to everybody. And I'm about to get up out of here. I'll catch y'all in a minute. I'll be on the lookout. I'll be on the lookout for what you sent through the email. Much love to my guy that's Vonta UK correspondent. And shit, what else I got? I guess that's it for now. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.